Hey, good Remy, how are you?
Great, thank you. So hey guys, Remy Bayer here, founder of Mike's Outdoor Gym, and today I'm with Josh. Josh, you wanted to introduce yourself real quick, please?
Yeah, I'm Josh. I'm the owner of CrossFit The Shack. We're in Perth, Australia,
Yep.
and yeah, just reopened our gym in, I guess this is our second week after COVID. So exciting times.
So it's your second week after the lockdown, but a
Yeah,
week ago you also relaunched your marketing, right? And so we're going to speak about the results that you're getting so far with that new marketing campaign, right? You relaunched your marketing campaign, but also you took advantage of the reopening to actually raise
yeah,
your pricing. So we're going to speak about this as well. Let's start with that. Let's start with you raising your pricing. So now you are at 85 Australian dollar a week. When we do
yeah.
the math, on average, actually, I think it's like 30.4 days in a month on average, right? When we do the math,
Yeah.
and 4.3 weeks in a month, I believe, on average, right? So if you do the math, that's 369 Australian dollar a month. Now, if we convert to USD, that's 238 USD in a month, or that's 220 euro in a month, right? So you just did that change. Could you please explain to us what changed, with your mindset, so that you just did this this change?
So with obviously COVID, like we kept doing some online stuff, but we had a fair bit of cancellation. Probably about half of the gym ended up cancelling or holding their membership. So I was running at the time just like it was quite messy. Like I'd have my regular memberships, which was sort of my unlimited, my 3 days a week. But we originally started with a boot camp. So I had some people that were always on like a very low membership rate. And in turn, I had obviously a lot of members at the gym, which was a lot of people to deal with. But it just felt messy, and it kind of gave myself a bit of, I don't want to say like anxiety about it, but I had a certain number that I thought I needed to get to in terms of membership numbers. And then when COVID happened, it obviously changed all that. Like all of a sudden you've just been told doors are shut, do what you can do and adapt, which we did quite well. But unfortunately people are, going to worry about themselves sometimes. And if they're financially unstable, cancelled the membership. And then, I just spoke to my two coaches that were working with me during the time in the direction we wanted to reopen the gym. And I've been in the CrossFit game probably for 8 or 9 years. Between us, we've all got probably 20 years of experience, and we've seen it all. The people that kind of come in and out, and we just really got talking about what people need. And I think with COVID, it was kind of a good chance for people to actually sit back and almost value or look at their life and figure out what they value. And it was amazing how much people like health and fitness was missing in their lives. So for us, we just went, all right, I went as a business owner, I want to keep these two boys working for me. So how do I get enough money in the business or get them enough hours to keep them working full time with me? And one way was let's raise our prices, let's go premium, and do it properly, because I'd obviously done the course, and I was probably trying to convince myself that I was offering a premium service, and I just didn't quite believe it. And I think having that freedom of like starting from scratch in a way was just cleared my head, and it allowed me to then go, what direction do I want to offer to my members that have been sort of doing CrossFit for a while and were training and probably not getting the results they should get. And then for new people that are out there looking to change their life. And I just did it. Spoke to the boys. I said, let's charge $85 a week. And just the mindset, I guess, change of knowing what we are going to do will change someone's life. And, that's what we all got really in health and fitness for as a coach. Like, yes, obviously making money as a business owner is a goal, but we want to help people and change their lives and get a kick out of it. And I think you can get lost with that sometimes. And then, that clicked, and we were I think I just wasn't afraid of people not coming back to the gym. That was sort of a big one, that I didn't have that fear of, oh, you know, like I probably had 20 people that I penciled in that I thought would have returned that haven't. And I'm okay with that because, as I said, I've changed my direction, my mindset. We've still got our awesome community of, you know, 100 odd, 150 odd people at the moment. And yeah, new people coming on board, and we're all going the one direction, which is premium.
Yeah. By the way, guys, I see that some gym owners are watching us live right now. Don't hesitate, you know, to type in the comments and ask questions to Josh about this, you know, this the change he's just made with his pricing, and also about the fact that right now, you know, a week ago he just relaunched his marketing campaign and he's crushing it. Don't hesitate to ask questions about, you know, the change with the pricing, or, you know, with the marketing and the sales system. So you are speaking about raising your pricing. Are you doing this is because you're just greedy and you want to make more money, or is it because actually there is like a reason behind it?
So skin in the game is always a huge thing that you've taught me, and I'm a firm believer of, is, you know, if you're not going to be willing to invest in a product that we all do, you know, you buy something, you don't care for it. So for me, you know, 85 was just the number that I know, like, they're now getting a dedicated coach that they can talk to throughout the week. I knew that my business needs to run on a certain terms of the membership, and the extra revenue from that membership I can now give to one of my coaches that's going to look after that client. So I sort of took into place what I need to be successful with the business. And then obviously my goal is to make my two main coaches have an awesome income and be loyal to us as a gym. So that was 85 came from, is that I can, you know, mentally divvy that up in a different way. And then I just know the service is like, you know, they're going to now be committed to helping that person as much as I want to be, because it's a huge part of now their life to help them. And yeah, premium is, you know, it's going to have to cost something because that's how it works. But yeah, you know, having that one-on-one coach and tracking their nutrition and meeting with them weekly and doing your body scans and stuff. And I know our training, like our actual classes are very high in terms of the standard of coaching. So yeah, it was time to service to people.
Yeah, it's really a win-win deal to go premium, right? Because your clients have, like you said, more skin in the game. So the more they invest, the more they're going to follow through, the better results they're going to get, right? And also it's good for you because now you actually have the resources so that you can really over-deliver, right? And so you don't feel, I would say, resentful, you know, where you're like, oh, that client only gave me that much, so therefore I'm not going to over-deliver because, like, you know,
and that's what it felt like in the gym in a way. Is it definitely was like when we were going and we weren't closed, it was quite a hard thing to, like, I wish I did it obviously a long time ago, but it would have been hard to make that change. Like it was a scary thing to do because the income was coming in, business was in a good position. I just realized there was all these people that weren't actually probably getting the service that I want to deliver. And that was purely because too many people in the gym not paying premium. So exactly that, you know, you'd see someone and be like, oh, you know, they only here once or twice a week and they're only paying, you know, $25 a week. And unfortunately there was that, just as I said, it was more probably a mindset thing for me that I know if we can just kind of simplify things, we would offer a better service. So COVID probably allowed me to do that without the fear of, like, you know, a week where all of a sudden a heap of people pulled the pin because of that. But yeah, I think, as I said, I wish I did it originally.
Yeah, and actually when you go premium also, you don't need too many clients to generate a great income, right? Because actually, if let's say we charge 240 USD, right, a month, that's what you're doing now. And we only have 150 members. 150 members is not like a huge gym. It's like a pretty small gym still, right? That's still a 36,000 USD a month, right?
Yeah.
And actually you can also upsell them with like other services. You can upsell, and actually you could make even like 40, 50K from just 150 members, right?
Yeah. And that was it. That was and it's so much easier to have a relationship with 150 people than 250 people or 300. Almost going at one stage last year, I think I had 250 odd people in the gym. And for me, based off the numbers that were coming through, I would have had to get close to 300 people in the door to be hitting probably that 40K plus mark, which is where I set my goal. And now it's just probably really, that's only, I think, about 180 people or something like that, that we're not potentially too far off. And I know each person is going to have an awesome transformation, an awesome time at the facility.
Because
sort of,
there is actually 150 is the Dunbar's number, and we said that after if we go above 150, it becomes harder to actually keep
100%
relationships with people, and so actually it's better to go premium if you want to generate the same level of revenue, or if you want to generate more revenue, because it's easier to have less members who are paying you a premium high ticket membership.
Yeah. And I think a big thing pricing wise, just going back to that, is I think valuing, like originally people, and you've spoken about it a lot, is you'd value, oh, you can come to the gym and train unlimited. And for me, that used to be like you can come use the facility all the time. And then really you are then just offering a training facility that should probably be priced at $30 a week or something like that. Whereas when you go, what is the value the client's going to be getting, which is a relationship and a coach and someone to hold their hand and change and transform them. It just, like you realize that is a value, that is a service that people need. So that's the route I believe should go as a CrossFit box, functional fitness box, and save the other stuff for your 24/7 gyms. And unfortunately, people will just go there and do that roundabout of motivation, lose motivation. I think we need to be the people to step up and help people.
Actually, if you can provide the same kind of transformation, the same kind of body and life transformation, right, with just 3 sessions a week, it's more valuable because it's more efficient than if you do it with like 4, 5, 6, 7 sessions a week, right? People
and
value
I think that's where
efficiency, right?
And I think that's where, for me, the COVID situation helped a lot, because we started really providing a lot of service online in terms of my coaches like messaging each day, and then that was really what people value is the accountability and getting taught how to obviously goals lose weight, and that clicked. It was like, all right, that's what we should be offering, not come train here 10 hours a week kind of thing.
Exactly.
Some people want to because they love it and it's part of their life, and that's fine. But if people are looking to have a lifestyle change and transformation, then it's more probably that old 80-20 is you need to give them the 80% outside of the gym, and the 20% is the easy and work out. It's more about messaging them and caring.
Great. Actually, people value the one-on-one intimacy that they get from you. They value the feedback. They value the coaching more than just access to your gym and access to your facility and your equipment, right?
Yeah, for sure.
We have a question from Marty here. He's asking, what will be your coach's percentage cuts for servicing the $85 a week membership? How are you paying your coaches?
So I'm looking at giving them the $35. So I base the membership at $50 a week is what I want the gym to then, like I think you work out 180 people in the gym at $50 a week. That'll get me to where I want to be as a business. And then at the moment I pay the boys $35 an hour. So if I can build their hours not coaching. So I've got them both on 20 hours a week of coaching. And I know, because I've done it before for years, if you're coaching a 30, 40 hour week, you're just giving a crap product. So I thought, how can I get these boys coaching and then earning enough money to just only work for me? And then that was the little window that if I can build their client, you know, they'll probably get 40 hours a week via that, is my goal. So yeah, that was how I've decided to do it. And that was just through chatting with them as well. And we agreed it's fair.
Yeah, and so when you charge more, you can pay your coaches a better salary. Then they're going to provide even a better service to your clients. It's all good. You know, when we go premium, there is like, I don't see any disadvantage of going premium, except the fact that you just got to learn how to sell it. That's the only
100%.
thing you need. If you know how to sell it, then that, you know, it's only good stuff that is showing up, right? If you go premium.
Yeah, it's not being scared of someone going, oh, that's expensive, because you can break it down and be like, it's not. Like, again, and that truly for me comes if you believe like they will get to where you're telling them they're going to get to, then it's easy. I think when you don't believe that, which is probably me at the start, which I'm still doing well with the program, but I just didn't have that like follow through.
Yeah, you were already crushing. You were already crushing it with the Max Out Your Gym program, but recently you just got like a new breakthrough, and now you're going to like a different, another level again.
Yeah, and I looked at it with this time off as well as like, as a business owner, I want that freedom that we talked. Like before COVID, I was coaching five mornings a week, so getting up at 4:20 to come to the gym and coach, and then I would have to do the consults and stuff in the Arvo. So I was pulling some days and started really burning out, which was something I was always scared of. And then for me to now get my two coaches in and be like, you guys are going to start, you know, I'll pay you more. That's the goal. But it takes the workload off me, and that's the lifestyle I want. Like I want to be hard, but I don't want to be like, you know, 5 years down the line resenting CrossFit and hating fitness, like which probably would have been if I would have got good wage, but it would have burnt me out. So that's part of the reason as well.
Mm-hmm. I believe that as a gym owner, you shouldn't coach because you have to. You should coach because you want to, and because it's your hobby and you just love doing it. And so you're going to coach maybe 5 hours a week because you love it, but not because you have to.
And that's where it's got to.
As a gym owner, you are a business owner. What is a business owner doing? Focusing on marketing, focusing on sales, focusing on systems, focusing on building a team, focusing on being a leader, right? That's your job for 95%. 95% of your job as a gym owner is to do that. And then maybe if you want 5%, sure, you can coach because you love it.
Right? I think coaching, exactly that. Like it is our hobby, and it's what you love doing. And I think, doing like I do it, and I've divvied my hours up now, so I get to see a different bunch of people and just be involved with the community a lot more, which is huge. But you got to take that step, I guess. Revenue for your coaches as well. That's also because you don't want them to burn out, which is what happens.
Yeah, because if you just like coaching, then be a coach for someone else, for another 100%. Gym owner, if that's the only thing you want to do, to coach, right? If you actually want to really have a bigger impact,
business,
and if you want to generate, a life of, income, lifestyle, and impact, well, you have to be a business owner and not just a coach, right? And so business owners are focusing on marketing and sales and systems, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's speak. So now we spoke about, like that mindset breakthrough you just got around your pricing. Let's now speak about you reopening the gym 2 weeks ago, relaunching the marketing campaign 7 days ago, right? So here I'm just gonna mention the results that you got in 7 days, right? So you got 8 new clients, right? You spent $235 on ads, and you've been able to generate $8,160 in revenue. That is $7,925 in profit, right? And so at this rate, if you add 8 new clients per week, it's like having a rate of plus 32 new clients in a month. Your scheduling rate right now is at 82%, right? So you generate leads on social media, right? Let's say Instagram or Facebook. You generate leads, and then 82% of them are scheduling an appointment with you. 73% of them are actually showing up to their appointments. And right now, with the 8 clients, the 8 shows that you got, you enrolled everybody, right?
Yeah.
Everybody who showed up, you enrolled them into, a membership, a premium membership, right? So if we do the math, you're multiplying your money by 34x, not percent, right? 34x on the front end, and if we consider that, let's say 80% of them are going to continue, with the membership, right? After the 12-week commitment, only 80% of them, and actually I'm sure that you know how to do better than this. Now the return on investments, when we include the back end, is at 119x ROI, right? So those are the results that you got so far. So you were getting already, right? I did an interview with you like, I don't know, 4 or 5 months ago, I believe. Already did an interview with you. You were already getting amazing, crazy results. Now those results are getting even better, right? And actually, you know what? Maybe people listening to me right now might not believe what I'm saying, and they're like, oh yeah, that's bullshit. It's too good to be true. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna share my screen right now, and this is, what we use, with the Max Out Your Gym program to keep track of the results, right? So you can see here, right? 82% scheduling rate, 73% show up rate, 100% enrollment rate. He spent $235 on ads. He got 17 leads. Out of the 17 leads, there are 14 appointments. Out of the 14 appointments, 8 showed up. And out of the 8 shows, well, he enrolled all of them, right? Everybody. Right. So here, we are not bullshitting. If you want, here, I can also show you the names and the email addresses of all those people. It's no bullshit. It's really what's happened to you in the last week, right? So I have 2 questions for you. First question is like, what would you say to gym owners thinking, hey, wow, it's too good to be true? It's bullshit. Remy is full of shit and Josh is full of shit. What would you say to gym owners that are like thinking that it might be too good to be true, right? And then second question is, how are you enrolling everybody 100% closing rate, 100% enrollment rate? What was the new mindset breakthrough that you got so that you can get this kind of closing rate?
Yeah, well, it's definitely not bullshit, because I wouldn't be coming on here and saying, this is what's happened. Like, I actually just messaged you out of the blue last week to
I didn't ask for anything. Like you sent me a message. I was like, just to give me some news,
I guess,
right?
I took a punt, I guess, I don't know, whether not a year ago, but probably a year. I think I started looking into your program, obviously saw your ads, and I knew that was what was missing to transform the business. And I've had a lot of shit go on with the business partner and all that.
Yeah. And I'm sure that at the time, a year ago, you were like, what the heck? Those results are too good to be true, yeah?
100%. I think I saw the same video, and it's taken probably a year to change mindset wise. And I thought I had as well, like, and this is what I spoke to you about, is I thought I'd made that change. But yeah, it's one of those things that you got to expect, and it's probably like a client coming to see you, like, it's going to take a lot of time to change. And it's pretty scary to take that step to, invest in a program like I did with you. But now I can see that's what a client's doing to me. Like, they probably look at the price and go, oh, that's scary. but then you go, well, look at the outcome. And that's what I guess I saw when I signed up with you was that is, I liked the way you did things. Like I think there was all the other marketing stuff where it's like the bait and switch programs and all the 6-week certain things. And that was probably what scared me. But I think I like the genuine, it's about genuinely helping people and changing their lives. And that's how the program, and it takes a while to believe that yourself, as much as you kind of probably think you're doing it. But when you do get that breakthrough, like for me, I think we've spoken about it, and this sort of probably leads to your next question, in enrolling people, is I used to have that fear of like, I need to do well. I need to have results like this, because I'd see you post up people's results and you'd be like, they're crushing it, they're enrolling people. I think when I first started, my my schedule or show rate was like 30 or 40%. I think when we first checked in, and I was sort of like, oh, what am I doing wrong? And I was scared to.
Why now it's 82% scheduling and 73% show up, right? So now you don't have any.
Yeah. So I was scared of, and I think there was a few of your clients, back then that were doing those numbers, and I was, I think fear of failure. So then when someone would come in the door, I was like pressured to be like, I have to convert this person and make the sale. And and you always say it, like, don't be attached to that, like genuinely be attached to the transformation. And I think after this whole COVID thing, like whatever it's done, I think a lot of people are out there in a different mindset themselves about what they want out of their life and their lifestyle, I guess. And then if you genuinely then, like I said, and it's probably like a broken record, but want to help the person, then you don't really care. Like, I'm not scared of someone going, oh, Josh, I can't pay $85 a week. Like, I'm not scared of that. And if they walk out the door and I haven't done my job to convince them, some people are going to be in a position where they just can't commit to that. But I'd like to think, you can work together to figure out like a game plan to allow them to invest in the program. And like the guy I had just before the call, we were talking, and he was spending all his money on Coca-Cola and KFC. And when I said the price to him, he was like, oh, I already spend that on junk food each week. So
there you go.
Like, I don't know, I'm not scared to say that's the price, whereas I think I used to be scared. And yeah, just not being attached to, if they truly can't see that they're going to change it. Like, some people come in and you're like, oh, I'll say, look, I don't think you need the Transform program. I think you just need to jump into one of our normal memberships and enjoy the training facility. And they might jump on the 3 days a week then. And I'm now downselling them from an 85 to a 50 for that, which is like, as I said, that $50 is still great for me if I need to downsell someone, which is, I think, really reserving the Transform program for the people that need it, and realizing not everyone needs it, but most people do. It's probably
Yeah, I think you told me on Messenger when we spoke a few days ago that now you don't give a shit anymore if they give you the money or not. You don't give a shit about them paying you, but you still really give a shit about them changing their body, them changing their lives, right? So now you have like a different.
I give a shit because having your business, like, you've worked so hard to get where it was, and then getting the doors shut on you, and essentially half of your clients, like, I've reached the lowest point that I reckon I could have reached. And now I'm like, you know what, like, for me, enjoying my business and being successful will come from helping people. And I really don't, like, I know the bills are getting paid at the moment. I know everything's going well. I'm truly trying to get my employees now to earn a better lifestyle. So yeah, I'm just kind of not that concerned about the money. Like, I check my bank account every day, check my Xero, check my profit and loss, and be so involved in that. And couldn't bother me now. Like, I don't.
Yeah.
Like, I know what to do, and I'm more focused on that as opposed to worrying about the numbers in that sense. And that's when freedom, I think, actually happens. Which is cool.
Okay. You were also telling me that even though you had amazing closing rate, enrollment rate already, right? When I interviewed you like 4 or 5 months ago, it was already fantastic. You know what I mean? But now it's 100%, right? So now it's like you're enrolling
I don't
everybody.
know.
So it's
Like,
only out of 8. So probably that soon is going to be 95 or
100%.
90 or 85, right? Probably.
Yeah.
But you still have
100%.
an amazing enrollment rate. And I think that you got even better at enrolling people recently, right? Because you got those mindset breakthroughs. And you told me that you just got better with sales because before, even though you are doing great, but before you were kind of like too nice, and that now you don't hesitate to call on people's bullshit. Could you please explain a bit more about this?
So I've changed the process that I do the transformation program to suit me and the way that my coaches and everything works better in regards to the nutrition side and the follow-ups and that, and a questionnaire that we sit down and have a chat to. So I think I used to think to people like, you know, you can transform your life but you know, you can still go out weekends and do this, do that. And I think I just went, you know what, it's kind of a load of shit. Like you've got to sacrifice to transform and have a lifestyle change. Like you can't be eating takeaway all the time and having beers at the pub and all that. And just being harsh like on people that kind of are doing that. Like if you're going to enroll in our program, you got to commit to the program because we're wasting time and you're wasting your money. And that kind of came, I think, when you sit down with people is they're paying me $85 a week and they're not getting the results because they're out having beers and eating pizzas and that. And obviously every weekend that people might do that. You kind of call the bullshit and just go, if you're going to pay me, I want you to get a result and commit to the plan. So just being not scared to when someone says that about the price or isn't sure of, you know, what you're going to do with the plan is just calling them out on that. And if they, for whatever reason, don't want to then do the plan and don't want to continue on, then yeah, they probably aren't ready to change. So don't waste your time and don't waste their time. They might be better off going to Time Fitness and doing something like that there. So
yeah, like you mentioned, you just enrolled a couple, right? Right before this interview, you were actually doing a consultation, and the guy told you that this is what he's paying for comfort food and fast food.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And then I said, so now, I said to him, same thing. I just said, if you don't change now, like, what are you going to be in 2 years' time? And he said, I'll be dead. So if someone says that, and his two daughters were next to me in the consult, he brought them in. And I just, you know, it's simple then. I looked at him and I go, well, mate, you got the two of your biggest reasons to now change your life sitting right next to us. And you're telling me, you know, you're having KFC and Coke and, you know, it's a no-brainer to sign up for a package like this. Like
exactly, right?
Can't have much more motivation than that. So I don't know whether I've been lucky with people coming in the door that are in that position or whether I know there's a big change in the way I now sell to people, but I think people are different at the moment with the world situation. Like everyone I think just needs to, you know, cut the bullshit themselves in terms of what do they want? Yes, it's going to cost money. Let's do it. Like, let's make a change.
Yeah, absolutely. The goal of the sales consultation is to show them the truth, right? Their truth. Like you hold the mirror for them and you show them the truth, right? And also show them the consequences of that truth if they do not make a change, right? Yeah. And usually, you know, it's priceless, right? The consequences of the truth is priceless. It's either, I'm gonna lose my husband because he's gonna leave me. I'm gonna maybe lose my life because, you know, like I'm gonna have a heart attack, or it's gonna be like I'm gonna lose quality moments with my 2 kids, right? And so actually the consequences are like priceless, right? To actually not have those consequences is priceless. So then when you tell your price, it's $85 a week with a 12-week commitment, it's like, it's a bargain compared to like something that is priceless, right?
Yeah, 100%. And I think if you, as I said, truly do believe that, then you can kind of objections that come through and realize, I think it's something you've always said in the program of not necessarily inviting everyone to do the transform side. So if you put that pressure on yourself to try and make your program fit everyone, then it's probably not gonna. You're gonna get awkward with it, and you're gonna be like feel pressured to make a sale. Whereas, you know, if you genuinely just sit down and talk to someone for an hour, and obviously figure out how you can help them. If there's someone that comes in that isn't in your kind of zone, I guess, that you want to work with, then yeah, just don't be attached to that. Like, don't just go, you know what, I'll recommend something else for you, or jump on with our normal training plan, see how you go. And then if you want to come back to me in a month's time, let's do it. But yeah, if they walk the door and it generally isn't the right fit, then it's cool. But
Yeah.
if they're in that very small percentage that want to go train by themselves and pay for, you know, a $10 a week membership, yeah, that's fine. Fine by me.
If during the consultation you actually realize that they are not 100% committed to reaching their goals, then you just tell them, hey, you know, I don't think that we are fit because, well, you know, like it doesn't seem that you're like 100% committed to reaching your goals. And, you know, here we only invite people who actually really want to reach their dreams. And so it doesn't seem to be the case for you right now. You know, in the meantime, I would recommend that you do this, blah, 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 and then you explain, and come back to us when you are 100% committed, because we only invite people who are 100% committed, right? You can just tell them like this and only invite your ideal clients. You were telling me also
to do. Like, that's a hard thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Like I think that's quite a hard, like that took me a long time to realize, like, not everyone is actually suited. And you know, you find you put a lot of work in getting them in the door through a lead and nurturing the lead, but at the end of the day, it's a numbers game. Like, the more people that we can sit down in front of, you know, you're going to, like, luckily I've had a good run probably in the last 2 weeks or last week, but yeah, I think it's like, why not get the people that need to be in your gym?
Yeah, exactly. We have a question from we have a question from Marty. He's asking, is the $85 a week membership a 3-week access, or is it unlimited? A 3 times a week access, or is it unlimited? Coffee.
Yeah. After the not a lot of training volume lately, and I guess realizing, like I think I was saying to you earlier, that 80% effort really is outside of the gym to make the lifestyle transformation. So the training's just a small part, and I think us as CrossFit owners or gym owners, you're so passionate about training and the exercise, you can kind of think that's the real value. But then for a transform program, we know that the kind of 80-20 rule is the biggest place. So just telling people that, they want to come and train 4 or 5 days a week, do it because they're enjoying the training. So I do give them the option to do it, but mostly I'll probably see them 3 days a week. And then over their 12-week period, the coach will then, you know, allow them to train more if they want to, or
So just to recap, Marty, here, it's 3 times a week, right? And because actually it's sexier to say to your prospects and your clients that they only need to work out 3 times a week rather than 4, 5, 6, 7 times, right? You need to sell the efficiency of your method, not, you know, them becoming gym rats. You know what I mean? It's not sexy for them to become gym rats. They want to spend as less time as possible at your gym, actually, but get the outcome, get the results.
But that's the coaching side, is the fact that they're going to have a coach. So if someone goes like, oh, I want to train unlimited, they've got to realize the transformation is going to happen from a coach being on Facebook Messenger, messaging them each day. Hey, let me look at your MyFitnessPal. That's what I personally use. And that's the accountability that you're selling. The training, as you said exactly then, it's the bonus, the fun part.
Exactly.
if they want to train more, beautiful, do it. Most people aren't ready to jump into the volume of CrossFit, but you're not like, I don't even really talk to most people about how often they're going to train. In terms of that, it's more about what are we going to do outside of the gym as a service. And then we say, all right, what days are we going to hit in? Let's aim for 3. And most people don't even say anything
because
in regards to that.
It's more than enough already, you know, 3 sessions a week is more
I
enough.
set them a walking goal. So I will set them like a step goal each day as well. So I more say, go for a walk with your family or do something else. We'll just hit the gym 3 days. But they're still doing something for me each day. But it doesn't mean in the gym each day.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Because 3 sessions a week is already more than enough to get them the results, right? And actually, it's better to focus on the other things that they actually need to get the results: accountability tracking, mindset coaching, nutrition coaching, and
I think
all the other things they need to actually get the results, not just sessions at the gym, right?
I think that's when it's a longer term plan as well. That you're not fixated too much on like a 28 day or like a 6-week plan. You sit down and go, like in one of my sheets in my questionnaire, I say, when do you think you will achieve your goal by? And if someone comes in and goes, oh, I need to lose 20 kilos in 4 weeks, then you go, not going to happen. But if they say 6 months time, you go, cool. So we're going to work through a whole process over 6 months of building, you know, we're not going to be perfect. We're going to get there eventually. But build your training volume if you want to. And yeah, that's probably it. Whereas I think if someone comes in with the mindset of like quick results and then they're probably going to leave, you need to tell them like that's not going to happen. And realize.
Another question. Another question from Marty. Did you only offer the new premium membership, you know, the one at $85 a week, to members that went on hold during the lockdown, the coronavirus COVID-19 lockdown?
So I haven't actually officially put it to the members yet because I was sort of just been working on this process, but people obviously see ads and then start asking about it. So I've got 4 people that have upgraded to it, that have come back. So now I'm going to offer it to the members, and then they're the ones I really want to handball over to my 2 coaches to look after them with that. So that's probably what I'll focus on later this week.
So meaning here, Marty, right? The 8 new clients that we spoke about in less than a week, right? Were actually generated from social media, right? They were complete strangers, right? Brand new leads generated from social media. 82% of those brand new, you know, leads that were strangers before, 82% of them scheduled an appointment, 73% of them showed up, and then out of the ones that did showed up, 100% enrolled into Josh body transformation program, right? So here we're talking about complete.
So for me now with the gym, I've only got 11 people in classes because we've set it up. So each class you have your own squat rack, your own bar and plates, and even that in itself we've gone from I think 16 or 20 in some classes to now 11. So our actual coaching service is quite high right now in terms of like the ratio of member to client, to coach, sorry. So my plan is obviously to start now offering the premium membership to the existing. So for me, if I can, in this time, because we're obviously limited by the government at the moment, if I can then, you know, I've already got, as I said, 4 members upgrade. If I can push that, then we're getting back to more of that premium service, potentially without needing to market again for a little while anyway, because I think we've got about 150 odd people in the door at the moment. Grown a bit more. So yeah, that's definitely my plan now, is to offer it to the members and get the boys to them. So
here I see Sylvia, Richie, Jake, Rene, Marty, Kelsey, Guido, Casey, Diego, Matthew, Kelly, Janice, Morel, Zach. Guys, don't hesitate to ask questions. You know, it's a great opportunity to ask questions to Josh. He has been one of my clients for what, a year? I would
It'd be
say?
close
Less
to a
than
year, I think. Yeah, less,
I
but
would
it'd be
say,
close. I think.
yeah, 10 months, I would say. He got amazing results with the program. Now he's getting even better results, right? 100% enrolling rate. And also he just raised his pricing. So he's getting better and better at executing on the Mike Sartor Gym program. So it's a great opportunity to ask questions to Josh right now. Josh, you are also telling me that with your sales process now, you really don't hesitate to ask those bold and I would say brutal questions to your prospects so that they see their truth and so that they see the emotional consequences of the truth. Could you please tell us a bit more about this?
Yeah, so I think one thing that's really helped me with that is I created my own, like, I guess, a cheat sheet of a flow of how I want the content to go. So it's like,
Yeah,
I
like
think
a
it's
sales script kind of, right?
Yeah, but they kind of do it. So when they come in, it would be like, what are your goals? You know, all the questions that's in the park, that park you, like that kind of, I've just made it suit the way I want to do it a bit better and suit the gym. So there's probably, it takes them a good 10 minutes to fill it out. And then when we sit down and do the consult, I just literally obviously do the meet and greet at the start and show them the gym and have a chat. But then I'm just going through the sheet. So it's kind of organically, the questions start flowing. So I think that's also really helping with people not having the, like that price argument, because they're kind of explaining their whole story, like they're saying it. So someone will then turn around and say, oh, I don't want to invest in the fact that, you know, I have no confidence anymore and I feel, you know, depressed or whatnot. The flow of those questions already happens. So with the experience of the program, I think now I know when to really pick on certain questions and dig deep to then get them to open up and then give them the confidence of how we're going to change that. So if you've done that 4 or 5 times in your consult, when you sit down and then go, cool, costs $85 a week, they've really opened up and they trust you. So I think that's been a huge part, is just designing, you know, obviously using the template from the program, but designing the questions you're comfortable with asking, and it also stops you from forgetting stuff sometimes. Like if you're, you know, it's just, yeah, I found that really been helpful for me. And obviously experience, like I've done a lot of consults that, you know, I've sort of just started getting rid of the stuff I know I don't need in the consult. And knowing that that's, as I said, if that's the crucial part to talk about, spend the time asking the questions, and there'll be all the stuff happening. That's raw emotion. And if someone is like that, of course they're going to sign up to your program. So you got to build trust, but you got to do what you do to do that.
Yeah, so we provide the sales script, right? With the Mike Sartor Gym program, we provide the sales script, but it's important to follow the structure of the sales process. But also it's very important to bring your caring, loving energy. It's important to bring compassion. It's important to bring empathy, right? And to actually really care for them and really see, I would say, the divine in them, so that you believe in them, right? And you see already their higher version of themselves, right? Yeah. And so if you have rapport, right? So we show you how to build rapport, right? When you're one of our clients. And also if you ask those bold, brutal, I would say, questions, but you ask them with love and care, you know, with that loving and caring energy, actually you can ask whatever you want, you know, like you can ask whatever question you'd like to ask, right? And you have to actually ask those bold, brutal questions, because if you don't ask them, then they are not going to connect to their pain. They are not going to connect to their hell. And then if they are not connected to their hell, it's going to be difficult for them to make a decision, right? So let me give you an example here. So So you bring that loving, caring energy, and then you might find out that actually Sally, let's name her Sally, doesn't
Oh,
feel
Sally.
great in her body, and she's lacking confidence, right? And then if you continue with the sales process, you're going to find out that actually Sally didn't have any intimacy with her husband for now a year, right? And before that, it was always in the dark, right? And so now you can ask questions to make her realize the consequences of this situation. And what would be the consequences? Well, the consequences could be the husband leaving her, right? While they have a 5 years old and a 1 year old, right? And so now it's not just about losing kilograms. Now it's not just about losing pounds. Now it's about actually, well, saving her relationship with her husband. And now when you tell them it's $85 a week to do that, now Sally will be like, yeah, it's a freaking bargain compared to like saving the relationship with my husband, right?
Yeah.
So yeah. And so now you're doing an even better job at asking those brutal, bold questions, right, Josh? And so that's how you're able to get that 100% closing rate. Yeah.
Yeah. And knowing that's what you got to focus on versus the training side to it. Like I've signed people up that I didn't even explain what CrossFit is.
You don't need to explain that.
I haven't even, whereas that used to be for me, the crucial point of a consult was like, this is what we do, but then that's not why they're sitting in front of you. They just,
You don't need to convince them that you're awesome.
Yeah.
You don't need to convince them that your program works. You need to be in a place where it's obvious that your program works. And the question is not, does the program work? The question is, will you make it work? And so that's why you're doing a consultation that is not just actually, I would call it an interview, right? Yeah. You are interviewing them just to make sure that they would be a fit for the program and that this program that you have will work for them, right? Yeah. And so you check and 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 you check so many times that the program will work for them. And then at the end, you just tell them, hey, I checked so many times. I invite you to join this program because I know and I'm 100% sure and certain that you will make it work. That's why I'm inviting you. Otherwise, I wouldn't even make you an offer, right, today. Yeah. And so then at the end, you tell them that you know for sure that it's going to work for them, right? And it's better to hold this frame where you make them pass the interview, right? Yeah. Rather than trying to convince them that CrossFit is the bomb diggity, you know?
100%. And that's that's probably what I'd say the bigger mindset change for me has been coming back is, you know, it works. It's more so will
you make it work.
I'm investing my time. I'm going to invest my coach's time in getting you there. So if they're not going to be committed to it, I can't waste time. Like
exactly,
you know, got so many hours to do. The boys will only have so many hours. So having that mindset that like, let's take people on board and we'll have a really cool little community of the people that are doing the Transform program and everyone's going to get on. That's more the mindset I look for instead of like, I just need to convince them to jump on board.
Exactly.
That's sort of the change.
Because you are already successful, you're already generating the income that you want, you already have the lifestyle that you want. So for you, inviting someone that is not the perfect fit is just not worth it because the money is just not worth it. It's better to only invite the ones that are a great fit, because if you don't, you're going to work with someone that is going to give you headaches, that is going to argue, that is not going to do the work, that is not going to get the results, and then that will leave you a bad review on your social media and also ask for a refund. So it's just not worth it. It's better to not invite them.
I've done it for too long to be bothered dealing with that. Like, that's probably the mindset side as well, is it's like, just work with the people you want to work with. It's better for everyone. It's simple.
Exactly.
instead of it. I used to find I tried to offer everything and bend over backwards for people to make it work when they were kind of the one that was the issue with it. Like I know, as I said then, like the gyms, the workouts are fine, the nutrition side works, the coaching accountability is great. And yeah, I found I was trying to do everything to get every single person in the door that came in to jump on board. And when you realize this is it, do you fit our mold? And if they do, it's kind of same.
And
if
what's actually
okay with it.
what's actually ironic here is that because now you have this mindset where you don't want to invite everybody, actually you do invite everybody and everybody says yes.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. That's what's happening at the moment, which is
Yeah.
great.
Because you're not being needy, right? You're really filtering out your best ideal clients. You're not being needy, and actually that's attracting, right? It's kind of like with dating. When you're too needy, you're not gonna get the girls.
Don't get anything.
You know?
Yeah.
But if you are actually, selective, actually, you actually raise your value, and then now you become attractive. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I used to get pretty nervous before consults as well because of the pressure of trying to make everyone fit. And now I really look forward to a consult to sit down and chat to someone because I just don't have that cloud behind me of I have to tell them. Let's have a chat. Let's change. And yeah, I think that's also a huge thing is you need to kind of have a good look at yourself and, figure out why you're doing everything and believe it.
All right. Anything you would like to add, Josh, on the latest breakthroughs you got that you would like to share with other gym owners?
Just I'd say simplify things. Like for me, as I said, I was quite cluttered and it was probably playing on my head more than I thought. Simplify it, go the pathway you want to, spend time mapping it out. Like I was chatting to the boys all for the 8 weeks that we were closed and it was a clear vision. I was laughing. I was saying I've had an epiphany with them with the direction I wanted to go. So I'd say map it out, like do what you want and then work your ass off to make it work with what you want to do instead of trying to please everyone and bend over backwards. And you'll find that you struggle. But truly your product works and you are changing people. It's pretty cool when you get there, I think.
Exactly. So you just raised your pricing to 238 USD a month. That's 369 Australian dollar a month. That's 220 euro a month. And you just reopened the gym 2 weeks ago. You just relaunched your marketing campaign a week ago. In 1 week, you got 8 clients. You generated $8,160 in just 1 week in revenue. Right, and you did that just by investing $235 on ads. So that's a 7.9K profit in just 1 week, right? If you continue like this, actually, your rate would be plus 32 new clients a month. And actually, I'm sure you could do more because you're not spending much on ads. You're only spending $200 a week on ads. Yeah. You would be spending more, and maybe you would have someone else helping you with the consults. You could be at 50, new clients a month, or actually even more, right? I'm sure that what is limiting you here is like your availability for the consultations, right?
Yeah.
So right now, plus 32, you have a rate of plus 32 new clients a month. So that could be even higher. You're scheduling 82% of the leads, like social media leads. They were brand new strangers a day or two before, right? So you're scheduling 82% of them, 73% of them are showing up. You're enrolling everybody that is who is showing up, right? So those are the results that you're getting. Guys, so we just did the interview. If you still believe that, those results are too good to be true, if you still believe that we are full of shit, you can reach out to Josh, and have a chat with Josh.
Happy to talk to anyone that wants to ask questions. Just send me a message, Facebook, and
great. And if you'd like to get started with the Max Out Your Gym program, I'd love to help you. Schedule a call with us. We'll see If you will be a fit for the program, we do the same, right? If you're not a fit, we don't invite you, right? So there is no pressure here, right? We only make you an offer if we believe that, and it's 100% sure, it's 100% certain that we will give you the same kind of results that Josh is getting, right? Otherwise, we don't make you an offer. So, you know, there is no pressure here scheduling a call, right? That's it, right? Either speak with Josh if you like to get more information, or schedule a call with us. Thank you so much, Josh, for sharing, you know, all those mindset breakthroughs that you got. I'm so proud of you, you know, great job executing on the program. All right, man. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Easy,
and
bro.
speak with you soon.
Speak soon.
Bye-bye.
See you, bro.